Hi everyone, my name's Will and welcome to my new YouTube channel. This is actually the first YouTube video I've ever made, so please don't be too harsh in the comments section. But yeah, so I'm looking to do a channel about wargaming, Warhammer 40k mostly, with a little bit of fantasy or Age of Sigmar as it is now, and a few other things thrown in there as and when. Been sort of gaming for well over 10 years now, really, since I was a little kid, and now I'm nearly 30, would you believe? And yeah, watched loads of other people's channels over the years, people like Fritz, Commissar Gamza, Mini Wargaming, Girl Painting, Gus at Colour of the Gods, and they've just done some really good videos, and I'm just thinking, you know what, I feel like it's time I give something back. I've got so much from watching other people's channels that, it's time that I, give something back to the gaming community. So, yeah, this is my first attempt at a YouTube channel. I'm a pretty sort of average gamer, really. Do a bit of everything, bit of painting, bit of gaming, bit of modelling. I think I'm fairly alright at all of them. Wouldn't say I'm amazing at anything, but I can play the game well enough. I can paint to a standard that I'm happy with, and so the channel is going to be a fair mix of gaming, tactics, bat reps, also painting tutorials, modelling, showing you what I've been working on lately, maybe some product reviews, just whatever takes my fancy, really. It's going to be a little bit of an eclectic mix, but hopefully it'll be entertaining for the people who watch it. So first thing I wanted to do in my first video is just show you a few of the armies I collect and a couple of little pieces from all of them, and then show you the model that I've been working on most recently. Right, so yeah, I'm going to quickly show you some of the armies I play that you'll probably see featured on this channel. This is the first thing I want to show, my Salamander Space Marines. By far my biggest army. I think I worked out about 4,500 points of these at the moment. I've been playing them since back in the days of 40k 5th edition. This is one of my Terminators, and yeah, pretty sort of basic paint scheme I did on these. Got some nicer models than this for the army, but they're stuck in a box upstairs, ready to go out and game tomorrow night. So that's one of the few I had out there. That's my Salamanders. Like I say, 40k is one of the main games. It's the one that I play. It's one I've got the most armies for. These are my Necrons, one of my Lich Guard. Absolutely amazing unit, these guys. They just do not die. And yeah, I've only had these a couple of years. The army actually used to belong to my little brother, but when he grew out of the hobby, I inherited the army, added some bits like this one, and yeah, it's a good solid army, my Necrons. Also play Orcs in 40k. This is just one of my regular boys, but he's really just, the boys are just there to make up numbers. It's a call to speed army, so the really sort of important units in the army are the fast stuff. So we've got one of my Orc bikes here. Nice sort of Evil Sun's red colour scheme on there. And the most recent addition to my 40k collection are my Eldar. Been working on these for a couple of months now. Played them at a doubles tournament 2 or 3 weeks ago. I've got about 1,000 points of these now, but looking to grow the army a bit. As you can see, I've got a Biltan colour scheme on this one. So the idea is the army's going to include a lot of aspect warriors, like this guy here. This is actually a classic 1993 Striking Scorpion. I've only just recently repainted, but I'm pretty pleased with him. He's not really focusing in very well, but yeah, that's my Eldar. As I said, also play Warhammer Fantasy. This is my war boss for my Orc Horde. Not actually played much since the whole Age of Sigmar thing. Age of Sigmar has been discussed at length on a million other channels, so I'm not going to go into the debate on that today. But yeah, these are my Orcs. I also play High Elves. Haven't got any of them around to show you today, but that's me Elves. And I play a little bit of War Machine and Hordes from Privateer Press. This is a Mauler for the Trollbloods faction. Only actually played one game with this guy, but I'm really chuffed with how his paint scheme turned out. The contrast on the sort of the frosty blue-grey and the red looks really nice. Again, camera's not focusing. I'm going to need to get a better camera, I think, for this. But yeah, that's my trolls. Now, the main thing I wanted to show you guys today is what I've been working on recently. Latest addition to my salamanders, and it is a predator. But this isn't any normal predator. He's not quite finished yet. Still need to do some edge highlighting on him. But this, you see here, we've got your standard predator annihilator. Destructor. You've got your autocannon turret, optional storm bolter, and heavy bolters on the sponsons. But what I've done with this guy is I've been able to fully magnetise all the weapon options. So, firstly, this little top hatch isn't even magnetised, this is just stuck on. Just bounces in there, switch that out, there we go, no storm bolter there, save a few points. Now the turret gun is also magnetised. If you have a look inside there, there's a little bit of sprue that I've placed inside the turret, stuck a, I think it's about a 5mm neodymium magnet on there. So that comes out, the corresponding component is on there, and in its place we can have a twinling las cannon, so we can go hunt some tanks. There we go. But what are the heavy bolter sponsons? They're no good for hunting tanks, but that's alright because these are magnetised too. Again, same 5mm neodymium magnet on there, and if you look under the hull, there's a little magnet in the side of the sponson there, and in we can put our las cannon. There we go, one las cannon. Got the same setup on the other side. Heavy bolter comes out, las cannon clips in there. So now we've gone from infantry support tank to full-on main battle tank for taking out enemy armour, and great against monsters as well. So yeah, that's my little predator. I'm going to hopefully get him finished up over the weekend and then add 2 or 3 more like him. This new Space Marine Codex came out a few weeks ago now, and the formations in there really excited me, particularly the one where you can take like a whole company of tanks basically. Whirlwinds, Predators and Vindicators, so I'm hoping to add a few more of those, but this is just the start. And yeah, hope you like my first video. Going to keep this under 10 minutes, and hopefully I'll have something different out 2 or 3 times a week to keep this channel interesting. Thanks a lot, bye.